Every parent goes through a time when things at home start to feel a little different. For many years, your kids saw you as their whole world. You knew what was best, made the rules, and kept everyone safe. You worked hard every day to keep your family healthy and happy. No matter how tired or stressed you were, you put their needs ahead of your own. You helped them with their chores, made their favorite meals, and heard all of their stories, no matter how big or small, because you loved them. You gave up things that your kids might never fully understand. You took being a parent very seriously because it was your most important job. But something changed over time. Your kids are now adults. They stopped following your advice and sometimes didn't listen to you as much as they used to. They may not listen to your advice or no longer ask for your opinion. Sometimes they may say things that make you feel bad or like you're not important. Sometimes it hurts and feels weird. You might start to think, do they still like me? Do they still care what I think? You're not the only one who feels this way. When their kids start to treat them differently, a lot of parents get sad or angry. It's normal to want your kids to respect you. You could remember all the times you put them first, the nights you worried, and the things you gave up so they could have a better life. You might even feel hurt or angry sometimes. You could tell your kids all the nice things you've done for them. However, here's the truth. Getting mad or fighting with your kids doesn't usually make things better. It might even make things worse. Your kids may pull away even more when you get mad or fight. It may not bring you closer, but make the space between you even bigger. What should you do now? How can you get your kids to respect you again? Fighting them or making them listen is not the way. Instead, it's about changing little things about how you respond. These changes can make you feel better about yourself and show your kids that you are important. It might surprise you how much better your relationship with your kids gets if you can learn these easy steps. Stop trying to get their acceptance. That's the first thing you need to do. As adults, parents sometimes work very hard to make their kids happy. It's possible that you always say yes, even when you really want to say no. You could change your plans to fit theirs, or you could stay quiet when they say something mean. You could do them extra nice things in the hopes that they'll notice and thank you. But kids often don't like you as much when you try too hard to please them. They may not notice how hard you are trying when they start to think you will always do what they want. Putting yourself last all the time won't earn you respect. You get it when you show you care about yourself too. I want to talk about Margaret. She had a lot of freedom when she was younger, but as her kids got older, Margaret started letting them make all the choices. She did not say what she thought and did not complain. Even when her kids were rude or didn't listen, she believed this would help the family stay together. However, her kids began to think of her as someone who would always do what they said. Their respect for her stopped, and they stopped asking what she thought. Margaret chose to speak up one day. Little rules were set by her. She told her kids no when she had to and told them what she thought, even if they didn't agree. Her children were shocked at first, but soon they changed how they felt about her. They saw that she was a person with thoughts and feelings of her own. Things got better between them and her over time. It's simple. If you want your kids to respect you, you need to respect yourself first. Know your limits. Say what you think when something bothers you. And remember that how you feel is important too. The second step is to show others how to do it instead of arguing. When your kids don't listen to you or treat you badly, it's easy to want to fight. You could try to show them that you still know what's best, or tell them of everything you've done. However, arguing doesn't generally make people change their minds. When was the last time someone really admired you because you yelled louder or won a fight? It's not just what you say that earns respect. It's also how you act. Don't get mad or defensive if your kids are rude or don't pay attention to you. Stay cool and sure of yourself instead to show them how to respect you. This is where Frank's story can help. He taught for a long time and his students looked up to him. At home though, his grown children didn't listen to him, and sometimes even laughed when he gave them advice. Frank fought with them at first and tried to get them to listen. They didn't listen to him the more he argued. Though, Frank chose to change one day. Instead of fighting, he stopped and listened. He kept his cool, said what he thought, and showed that he valued himself. No matter what his kids did, He behaved like someone who should be respected. His kids started to notice over time. They could tell Frank wasn't begging for their acceptance. He was strong and sure of himself. They started to treat him with more respect in the end. Talk to your kids about it before you get into a fight. Behave in a way that shows them how you want to be treated. Be sure of yourself, and be kind when you talk. Don't let their bad mood or mean words bring you down to their level. If you keep your pride, your kids will see it, and over time they might start to do the same. Please write number 2 below, if these ideas are helping you so far. It lets me know you're here and that these tips are helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon if you want more videos like this. Thanks for your help. It lets us keep making movies to guide and motivate you. You need to make one more big change that might surprise you. The next step isn't just about how your kids treat you. It's also about how happy you are. This next step could change how you feel about yourself and your family. So stay tuned to find out what it is. The next step is hard for many parents, but it's very important for your own happiness. Stop being emotionally dependent on them. It's normal to want your kids' love and care as they get older. You might wait by the phone for them to call or get upset when they don't come over as often as you'd like. You might even tell them you miss them sometimes to make them feel closer to you. But keep this in mind, if your kids think you need their care or approval to be happy, it can make them not want to be around you. They might start to feel stuck or even guilty, and as a response they might pull away even more. People, even your own kids, look up to people who are mentally strong and able to do things on their own. If you show them that you're happy and interested in other things and don't need them to feel good about yourself, they'll value and respect you more. Let's read Helen's story. She loved her kids very much and did everything she could for them. Helen started to feel lonely as her siblings grew up and had their own lives. She called her kids a lot, sometimes every day, to let them know she missed them, but it didn't bring them closer. Instead, it made her kids feel pushed, so they called her less. It made Helen feel even more alone. Helen chose to change things one day. She stopped waiting for the phone and went on with her own life. It was fun for her to make new friends and enjoy things on her own after she joined a gardening club. Her kids started calling her more often, which was a surprise. People liked how independent she was and were interested in what she was doing. You should teach your kids that you can be happy on your own. That way they will respect you more and want to be a part of your life, not because they feel like they have to, but because they want to. The 4th step is just as important. Make rules and stick to them. Kids may lose respect for their parents if they let bad behavior go on. You should speak up if your kids are rude to you. Don't care about what you think, or waste your time. You don't have to start a fight or cut your kids out of your life to set limits. The only thing it means is telling them gently and clearly what behavior you will not accept. By setting limits, you teach your kids how to behave around you. Let's talk about Robert. He was an honest and hard-working businessman who ran his company with respect. But when he got home, his grown children often ignored him or talked over him. Robert didn't say anything at first, because he didn't think it was important. He slowly came to understand that by not saying anything, he was telling his kids that what they were doing was okay. Robert chose to change one day. When his son spoke up, he gently replied, "I'll finish when you're ready to listen. You don't have to agree with me, but I expect you to respect me." He told her when she didn't want to listen to him. His kids were shocked and even a little upset at first. Robert didn't give up though. His children finally learned to respect him more because he stuck to his rules. Remember that no one else will stand up for you if you don't. How people treat you depends on how you let them. Please leave a comment below with the number 4 if you think this advice is helpful. And now is a great time to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll never miss another helpful movie. Let's move on to the 5th step, which is to stop giving without being thankful. Most of the time, parents are very kind to their kids. You offer your time, money, and energy, and sometimes you don't even think about it. It can be hard to feel loved and appreciated if your kids don't return your kindness and never say thank you. Giving to people who don't want it won't earn you love or respect. It will only make them expect you to keep giving. Your kids might start to think of your help as something they deserve instead of a gift. They might not be thankful when you stop. Instead, they might be mad that you aren't doing more. The story of George is a great example. He always did what he could to help his kids. When they needed money, he gave it to them. He also fixed things around their homes, and would change his plans if they asked. His kids never thanked him though, and sometimes they even said he wasn't doing enough. George stopped giving his help unless it was really needed one day, and began to refuse help when he didn't want to. His kids were confused and a little upset at first. But after a while, they understood how much their dad's time and work were worth. They were more polite and said thank you more often. Your kids will admire you more if you make it clear that your help is a gift, and not something they should expect. The most important step is the sixth and final one. Make a life for yourself without your kids. Making your kids the center of your world is easy when you're a parent. It turns into a habit after years of taking care of them. But as you age, it's important to find your own happiness and reason for living. Your kids will respect you more if they see that you have your own friends, hobbies, and joys. No one wants to feel like they are the only thing that makes someone happy. Your kids will want to be with you when you have your own life, not because they feel bad about being away, but because they enjoy being with you and respect your freedom. Come on over to see Eleanor. She was very lonely after losing her husband. She checked in on her kids all the time, and called them all the time. She tried to fill the empty space with their lives, but her kids stopped coming over as often, and called her less often. Eleanor chose to do something different. She worked at a community center, joined a book club, and went on trips with friends. Her kids became interested in her life all of a sudden, and wanted to spend more time with her. They liked how independent she was, and were proud of the life she was making for herself. Let your kids see that you have a full and happy life. They will want to join you. Let's put these steps together. You can't make your kids respect you. It comes from how you live, how you act, and how you treat yourself. Don't try to get your kids to like you more. The less you need it, the more you'll get. Show people how to act, because your quiet confidence and respect speak louder than words. Stop depending on other people emotionally, and show that you can handle things on your own. People will only treat you well if you tell them how to in a clear way. Don't give without expecting something in return. Let your kindness be a gift, not a promise. Most importantly, make plans for your life outside of your kids. People respect people who have their own hopes, dreams, and goals. We think something great will happen if you do these things. Your kids will start to see you as more than just a parent. They will see you as a strong, interesting, and valued person. Over time, they will respect you because you deserve it, not because you begged them to. You earned it by being honest with yourself. Thanks for seeing this video all the way through. I hope these thoughts did something good for you. Leave a comment below with what you think and which step you want to try first. You can also tell us what you learned today. Your story makes other people feel less alone, and your voice important. This movie has some great tips. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share it with people you think might need it. Thanks for your support. It lets us keep making material that will educate and inspire you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next movie.